Hi there, welcome back to Foundation. I'm Risen32. So last time we started construction on our tavern here. Things are going slowly but good. We need to work on a few little production areas, but let's have a little look at this now. We just look at our resources. So we need more wood straight away. I think we're going to need to work on our fishing and grain production, but we can do that. Or fishing and bread production, and definitely we need more iron. We've got loads of iron ore. Okay, we need to be making... I think this is all tied into wood, so we need to get our wood up and running. Also, I have installed a few mods. So if we get down a couple of the... So I've installed the knife grinder at Hat Maker's mod. That was a dependency, I think, for one of the bridge mods I've installed, but you will see the mods as we play through. So if you've got any questions about the mods, put it in the comments below and I'll try and help the best I can. They're all on the Foundation webpage? Yeah, the mod page, which you can either do through in-game or there is a website you can go to. Just search Foundation, I can't remember off the top of my head. So I'm wondering if... So we've got a hat maker here, so we squeeze you... Oh, that does look quite good. Probably going to need to get a warehouse available for these chaps. So if we can bring you in like so. Yeah, a little square there. We may need an additional warehouse. It'd be cool just to have like smaller warehouses as well as like lots of different size warehouses. So maybe I'll need to go looking for that. Of course, we'll place those there. And now let's look at our wood production. So we're just waiting for the woodcutter or the lumber camp there to be set up. We've got this lumber camp here, which is just clearing the inside of our town. So also something to mention is I have installed a name mod, so we shouldn't be seeing this female hash 875 anymore. We should be getting people's names on there, which would be great. We've got a bit of cash in the bank. What we are going to do over here is I also wanted to start getting the process of making beer for our tavern setup. We have got our brewery, which is here, ready to go. We need to have wheat and hemp for this chap here. So we're going to need to, I think we're going to buy this little plot of land here. We're going to set up, we're going to have a couple of farms over here, I think. So we just put the buildings down. So this is going to be where we do this is going to be used, well, the idea is it's going to be used for the beer. So we want to have ourselves a hop farm. We could put you here, lovely. And then we're going to want to have ourselves a wheat farm. And they are going to work for each other. It's just one door, yeah. We can have them, I think I want them quite close to each other. Can we squeeze you sort of, so like almost like it's one, yeah, you fit in quite nicely. Brilliant. So almost like it's one sort of production chain. So we'll have those two there, and then we can have a wheat and hop farm over here, and that's going to feed into our brewery. That's the words I was trying to say there, which would be cool. Also, in this area, we're probably going to be able to get a little bit of food production with berries and stone. So we may turn this little area here into a bit of a village, which should be good. So our lumber camp is complete. Let's throw a load of villages on that. Lovely. Cool. So this will be another little village here. I mean, we could plan this out, but at the moment, I don't want to stress our resources too much because we need a lot. We need wood. We're struggling to get this bridge complete here, which is going to be planks. So maybe we've got a few more people on the lumber side of things. Let's get a couple more. There we go. A couple more in the sawmill and increase production there. That should help with that. Food, we're not running low and we're doing good on food, so I don't think we need to worry about that too much. And what are you building here, my friend? Are you building a house? Cool, missing resources. Okay. Not telling us what, but I'm sure we'll find out in time. So let's just increase the speed at the moment and get things moving along. How are we doing for cash? So we've got a little bit of cash. We're near the end of the month. We are, yeah. So let's wait on our cash and see what we need to progress to the next level there. Have a little look here. So we need splendor for pretty much, well, mainly for our kingdom, and that will give us a hunter's hut. Okay. Now how can we get some splendor? Well, I'm hoping that the tavern here is going to give us some splendors, but we are struggling for some resources. Is that right? We've got people cutting stone in here. Maybe we can't get any. We've got a little bit of stone over there. We could get a stone cutters. Maybe we do that. I think we are. Yeah. Okay. So if we can get a bit more stone production. So we want a stone cutters camp. Yep. Stone, and we're actually going to put you right by the resource. I'm fairly certain they're not going to be able to get here. How do we want to do that? We want to do it like this. Cool. There we go. fairly certain they're going to struggle to move through here. We're probably going to need to get a warehouse up here. This might actually help a little bit because I'm not sure. Are our woodcutters, they're coming to one all the way into town? They are, yeah. Okay. Well, once we get a bit of the storage of wood, I want to set up a little marketplace here. How big was the housing area that we set up? So it's not massive, but we can make this a little bigger. This lumber camp will move. If we, like, expand it out slightly, I don't want it to be too big. And what I might actually do is, I know, we can have them on the waterfront. Thinking, like, this area here will be fine. And I don't mind that. So if we just bring them back from there slightly. And, yep, that'll do. And then what we can look to do is, we can look to set up, I'm just making it smooth. There we go. Look to set up some sort of market in here. When we get some wood, it doesn't have to be big to start off with. We can expand on it in the future. That's definitely an option. So let's get this down. This will just enable them to get food and stuff here, and will really help them out. No, not Windows. This is one of the other mods. I just clicked on that. We will look at these mods in more detail once we start building them in use, but we're still sort of building our economy up at the moment. Now, we're not going to spend a great deal on this market. This is quite rural. It doesn't need to be super grand yet. We'll see how they go, but I do want to use this. We can have this well here set up. Oh, end of the month. Awesome. But we can afford to get ourselves 2 people into the citizen chain. What we are looking for here just gives them... You can see here we've got a load of names. This should be resolved now once we get more people arriving, but it won't change the existing ones. There's a couple of you. Have we got any level 4? We do. They'll be eligible to be citizens for the next time that goes through. That's why we're sending those chaps up. Or ladies. So what else we got in here? So we were doing the market, weren't we? Right, back to the task at hand. So we want a couple of food stores. So let's just do you about here. Just a couple, it's only going to be a little market. They can go into town to get anything they really need. So a couple of food stores and just add a goods store. Now we need 20 wood for that. How are we doing for wood? So we're going to have to wait a little bit. I don't think we're going to be able to afford to do this. That's 30 wood. Okay. We might not be able to get the market up here. I'm just going to leave this up there. I wish I could minimise it. And we'll just keep an eye on this. See if we can get up to 30 wood. But I suspect because we are building this bridge, it's not going to happen. Okay, I think we're just going to... We're not going to build it. How do we... Can we delete you? Can't delete you. Oh, right click. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, so we're not going to do that. That isn't really feasible at the moment. So we need wood. Oh, we've got 10 wood, so we could pause the game. And we can get 1 down. Maybe we do just get a bit of food. I want people to be able to come to this area to buy food and not have to walk all the way to town, which I'm hoping will just increase their productivity. We can get a food stall in here. At least it's something. Oh, there we go. Cool. And then at least when that's built, building a complete house. Oh, awesome. Cool. Well, at least once that is finished construction, then they're going to be able to get grapes or fish or something from the local area and not have to wander all the way into town to get the food. I think the farmers are living in here. And maybe it will also cause a couple more houses to spring up over here. We're not going to... We're probably not going to get that constructed until we make a hole in this forest, which is fine. Building complete warehouse. That's over here. Okay, lovely. So, are you finished as well? Yep, we've got people on you. If we can get somebody into you. So we want on here, we're going to want to have stone, wood. What else can we put in here? Glass, textile. No. Nothing else from this. Okay, cool. We just have that for the moment, and that should keep us happy there. And we've got people into you, yep. And we've got somebody into here, yep. Cool. So now they should store their wood here, and it just make the... I'm hoping that anyway. It should make them a bit faster, and we'll be able to move them through the warehouses. So we are going to need another little warehouse. So have we got any free slots in warehouses? So you're holding wood, stone, planks, tools. You don't need to hold tools anymore. We want you to refuse, stockpile, empty storage. Oh, you got rid of it. Awesome. We can put some hats in here. What about yourself here? What are you holding? Polished stone, come close wall, textiles. Okay. That's fine. You're good. We are going to need an additional warehouse for our... Where did you go? Oh, you're over here. Or on the knife grinder doesn't produce anything. It just sells goods, resource types to villages. Oh. Did not realise that it was a market stop. Okay. Should have read that beforehand. What do you do? Sells goods, resource types to villages. Okay, that'd be quite cool then. So we got like a little market area here as well. Not intentional, but I'm sure that'll work out fine. So how do we make our knives then? I don't know. Oh, resource to build. Okay, so they do make it and they sell as well. Okay, cool. That's not too bad then. So they'll make something and... go away. And then we'll have a little bit of a market trade going here. That'd be quite cool actually. That's a lucky mistake, I guess. Right, so how are things going along here? What do we need to be doing? So we don't have any workers in new, but we're waiting for these buildings to be finished. And once they are up, we got a bit of wood coming in, planks are coming down. Let's crank the time up here so we can get some progress made. How are we doing? So we've got plenty of money in the bank. What I'm considering doing, how far off? So I think once we get... How's our Splendor doing here? It's up to 7, so we've got loads here. I'm not sure while building this here. It says Splendor, Kingdom, Splendor, so it gives us more on the Kingdom. Is that right? Okay, we do need some more soldiers as well. So what was I looking at then? I was looking at the knowledge, wasn't I? So that is going into the right area. Okay, so that should be good. New military missions. I don't really want to send my troops off. They're not very well trained yet, so we're going to pretend they didn't happen. We do need to increase that. So we need 15 Splendor. So hopefully this is going to unlock the Hunter's Hut. That's what we're looking for. So what it might be a good idea at the moment is to consider just picking up these 2 plots here. And what we can also do just to help our lumber situation is we can get ourselves a nice little lumber camp here. And then we can move over to... Why can't I buy that? Oh, I don't have enough money. Okay. And then we can start, once this bridge is up and running, we can start harvesting on... Because this is also going to be a second part of our town, so we can get rid of all these trees. They're going to be quite handy for us. We are going to need to, in the long term though, consider where we're going to actually do our forestation. And I imagine from that hunting shop, the forests are going to be quite... Hunting shop? The hunting... Yeah, the Hunter's Hut. That forests are probably going to play a part in that. So we would need to get, we've got a lot of space over here, so we've got a lot of room to expand, loads of food resources. We may end up with loads of little villages out here, so we might need to get some hunting done this side. I'd like an area close to the city, so maybe here, what I think. Maybe like these 2 squares here could be a nice little spot for this village to do some hunting, and then funnel that back into the village. Oh, tavern's complete. Bum, ba-dum, bum. What can we do with the tavern? So parts, okay, so it has a function. So it sells tavern resource types to the villages. Additional maintenance cost 14. Public lounge adds 14 to the capacity of the public. Okay. Bailiff's office. Building part Splendor of 9 boosts the effect of 90%. I think we're going to go with service count. I don't really know what the bailiffs, what that means. Oh, so it increases the Splendor from these. Okay, interesting. Cool. Well, let's have it as a service counter. Assign a villager to it. And then it's going to be important that we can... Oh, we've got an envoy as well. Let's just have a look at this envoy chat. What's going on here? Slow things down. So, my lord, we need to choose who we help. What does he want? 5 bread to the king in 15 days' time. This is going to be... I don't think we're going to be able to do this. We are struggling on the bread front. We'll keep it all. That's not a problem. But we should have got... See, these... Oh. We need to give them weapons. There we go. Didn't mean to click on that. Just noticed they didn't have weapons. So what I was hoping we have now got... We didn't get any additional Splendor. So where did that Splendor go then? I'm confused. We definitely need to be able to give them bread. So hopefully when we get the additional warehouse up, we're going to be able to increase on that. We need to get these trees down. Let's unpause and get the speed going on. Maybe we could have done that. Maybe we couldn't. I don't know. If you asked for cheese, oh, yeah, we could have. Rats. Okay. That was a mistake. Maybe we just take them and let them fail, and if we can't do them, see how that goes forward on that. So we're going to need... So we've got someone in our pub. I don't know, understand. What does the tavern sell? Ah. Beer or wine. Cool. There we go. That was an easy solution. So you can sell beer. Oh, cool. So we can get a couple of these up. We can make like quite a nice little drinking district, I think. So we're going to need someone into our brewery at some stage. He's going to try and grab some wheat and things. Let's just set up this storage here. So we want you to hold hops. Maybe berries in the future. We also want you to hold bread. Where's the grain? Grain. Wheat. There we go. Anything else that we're going to make over here? Not that I know of yet. We've got boar. Interesting. We've got a spare slot here. We didn't assign anyone to it. There we go. We've got a spare slot in there if we need to. We've got wood going in here. We've got wood. Okay, awesome. And loads of stone. So we're stockpiling stone at the moment, which is good. Okay. So what have we got here? So you're a granary as well. So we want you to hold beer. And... where are you? Probably... wait, how do we get honey? I've got honey in there. I'm not sure. I guess there must be like a beekeeper somewhere. You just want wheat and hops. Okay, cool. So you hold beer, wheat, and hops. There we go. And we've got an additional slot there as well. That is going to be how we're going to... So hopefully, I'm hoping these warehouses will like work in tandem. They'll take it to this warehouse will get it from there. But we shall see in time how that goes. But there we go. We've got a villager on that. Because we can have like additional little villages this. And if that works that way, we can just run the supply chains down. That should help us quite nicely. But we shall see with time. Okay, so we've got plenty of houses being built, which is handy here. We're starting to grow, so we should have some spare people. So we did notice, do we need anyone in here? No, you're filled up. So what are we low on at the moment? I can see we're starting to make a bit of progress on the wood, which is good. We have got another woodcutter's hut, so we're quite low on clothes. So maybe we need another tailor's workshop here. We got down here. Tailor's workshop. Can we squeeze you in anywhere? Oh, that might be perfect, actually. I want it to be busy in here, so if we can get you in like so. Nice, cool. That'd be good. And then we can get him staffed up. We could probably put it over here somewhere, but I quite... What are you? Stonemason. Righto. And then we can get some more clothes put out. We have been growing quite nicely. We've got quite a few villages in here. I would like to increase our tool production, which is going to be handy. There we go. We do need wood for our charcoal huts. So that is something to look at. You are waiting on resources. So what can you sell here? Common clothes, hats. Okay. How do I make hats then? Oh, and villager, male. Okay. So what do you do then? You can sell knife. Okay, so we've got a villager on it. I just don't know how... Oh, they make them as... Oh, that's a cool little animation. Oh, nice. I like that. Awesome. So that's going to give us a little bit more cash, so that'll be good to know. And we can't make any more citizens. That's actually we have got the money. Okay, do we need like a certain number of people at certain levels to get these? I am not sure. Guess we'll find out with Tal. Or do we need houses, I guess? It might be more the houses. I don't know. Let's make a load of people into commoners and we'll see how that goes there. Well, do we reach... Does it tell us? We've got 7 citizens. We've got a lot of them. Is it... 2 villages are lacking something. 1 village is lacking a house. 8 villages are lacking clothes. 6 villages are lacking religion. Okay. I don't know it did that. So we have got a church. Why is nothing going on here then? Bell tower sound. Oh, I did not know you could do that. Okay. Just pressing buttons. So do we need to... priest. None. Small rusted church. Priest. None. Faithful attendance 2020. Priest signs. Okay. So now we need to expand. We need another church. How much do the churches cost? We can have a second one over here. What do we have in the rustic church? Okay, so we've not quite opened up bigger churches, but that's fine. So What have we got here? So we've got an extension, we've got graveyards. What are these going to cost? These are mainly stone extensions, so we could extend the church. That would work. Let's see. Okay, does this then... Let's edit this one. There we go. If we extend it, what does that mean for the church? Is it going to make it... I don't know. Well, let's find out. So what we... Is it going to make it more... like, I'm just thinking about how they usually do churches. Usually the shape of crosses. Which would be somewhat like that, which means we need to grab these trees. Let's just remove you, start construction. Goodbye. Sorry guys, you've been evicted. Delete. Probably going to get rid of you as well. Just make some space here for the extension. Yep. And edit what we want to put down now. I'm hoping that... Well, that's massive. There we go. And that will give it like the cross-like shape that churches have. We can also get some graves down here. That's quite cool actually. We can make a graveyard. So let's get a little one set up here. We can get maybe a nice little fence post around it. We shall see. This may be as a result of one of the mods. I'm not sure. Okay. This wooden cross. We don't have any fences, but we can definitely put that in later. I'm hoping these buildings will increase the amount that we can fit in the building. The population, or the amount of people that can come here and practice their religion. We shall find out if that is the case once they're built. We get a couple of graves in. Let's place a bit more. Probably wouldn't have one in there. We could have one down here. There we go. I think that is plenty for the time being. I can't start construction. What can't we do? What do we need? What haven't I got? So we need 2 tools. Okay, well they will come. They will come in time. Guessing the tools is for this chap here. Probably. There we go. Start construction. Cool. So hopefully that's going to increase our occupancy or the number of people that can attend the church. But we do... So time is pushing us towards getting over this side of the... Awesome. That is what I was hoping was going to happen. So this bridge is complete. We're now going to be stockpiling a bit more. So once we can buy this area up and start getting that cleared out. How are we doing over here? These aren't finished. Awesome. Are we doing for cash? So we can get another couple of squares over here. That's research. So if we get these, there we go. No. So let's just buy 2 more. So we're going to buy this island up, and then we will start planning out our master construction for the city that we're going to put over here. This is going to be like the more fancy buildings. This will probably end up being a stone bridge. Some of that one over there, to be honest. But or we might just have a direct bridge into this and keep this as the paupers. May change these walls, but that's the plan. We just need some... We need us to be staying self-sufficient at the time. So hopefully, let's just check our situation here. So we're still down on logs, but I'm expecting that to improve. Now we've got these here. We've got plenty of log cutters camps going on. How are we doing for food? Food looks like it's holding its own at the moment. Bread's definitely increased. We've got loads of cheese, loads of berries. Clothes should be getting better. Now we've got this up there. We can get villager into it. That should help with that. I mean, maybe they're old villages. I don't know. But I've got some mods that I'm going to give them names and it doesn't appear to... Oh yeah, it must be. Awesome. So let's just up these so we're making a decent amount of iron and coal. We've got someone into you. Yeah. So this is going to... They use tools, so we need to up our tool production. I'm just checking all the buildings are sorted. I will do that in between the episodes and we'll get that sorted. So we have got... We're doing okay. We're starting to store things. Food has improved. Hats we don't have many of. That will change with time. Hops and beer is scheduled to be started. So what we need to do, we need to start stockpiling some resources. Oh, look at that. So we're going to have this area set up. No time at all. And what we probably also need is get ourselves a little trader over here while I remember. So we just want you on berries. And we need a chap on there. There we go. We don't have anyone. So we will have to get that. So that's our wheat farm. But that's going to have to all occur in the next episode, guys. So what we'll do is I also want to expand the farms once we've cleared this area. So we need to work on finalising our beer production. We've got plenty of resources. It's on the increase, so that is great. Oh, we've got an audience. Final thing before we go. What do you want? You would like 20 fish. We kind of need to help the king. Okay. Well, and we're going to try and get 20 fish. So we'll see how that all goes in the next episode. We don't need to pause it. Town is looking good. We're growing nicely. We've got ourselves a nice little tavern. Oh, that's a building. We need to do anything for you. That's all set up, ready to go once we have beer. So if you enjoyed the episode, guys, hit that thumbs up button, comment below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. All right, take care. Ciao.